Welcome to Brainish English Stories.
How annoying you can be, Harold. I don't think what I said is silly, Elaine. Talking like this makes you unpleasant to be with, said Lady Elaine Seabright. I only asked you a simple question, my love, said Sir Harold Annesley, his blue eyes full of worry. I am your promised husband, your future partner. And because of that, my life must be difficult, said the beautiful Elaine, with frustration. Of course not. Every moment of my life will be spent making you happy, my perfect love. He pulled her close with excitement. Harold, you silly man, I wish you were not so dramatic. People on the lawn will see us. I am sure my father is looking this way. No, we are hidden in this beautiful garden, laughed Sir Harold. He kissed her again and silently thanked heaven for the wonderful gift of her love. 2 months ago, they didn't even know each other. Sir Harold had just returned from an exploring trip, and his name was in the newspapers. People praised him for his bravery in traveling to a faraway place in Africa and risking his life to save a kind but foolish missionary. He had been away from home for 5 years, and people hoped he would now stay in England forever. He came from a respected family, was young, handsome, and rich. With all these things, it was easy for him to be popular. Lady Elaine Seabright read about him in the newspaper without much interest and quickly forgot. But a week later, she remembered again when she was introduced to Sir Harold Annesley at the county ball. She thought she had never seen such a perfect man, and an hour later, Sir Harold told his friend, Colonel Grayson, that she was the most beautiful woman in the world. Didn't I tell you, my friend? Laughed the colonel. Lady Elaine has made every man fall in love with her since she joined society. She has had many admirers. Sir Harold sighed and repeated, many admirers. Yes, every man who sees her respects and loves her. But she has not fallen in love with any of them, and after 2 years, she is still free. I am happy to hear that, said Sir Harold. Colonel Grayson smiled in a knowing way. Why are you happy about it? He asked. Why? You always said you don't like women. Be careful, Sir Harold. The young man blushed. I am not afraid to tell you, my old friend, that this is love at first sight. I have never loved before. I have never spoken words of love to any woman. At last, I have found the one meant for me. Go and win her, my boy. You deserve any woman, the colonel said. Then he looked away and added, but I have one regret. One regret, Colonel? I don't understand. Please be honest with me, as you always have been. You are more than a father to me. My boy, don't you know that your cousin Margaret loves you? I believe she has admired you since she was a child. A look of discomfort passed over Sir Harold's face, but he quickly smiled again. Of course, Margaret loves me as a cousin, like a sister. But it is nothing more, Colonel, I promise you. Besides, even if she were the only woman left in the world, I could not marry Margaret Nugent. I believe it is wrong for cousins to marry. At that moment, He saw Lady Elaine and could look at no one else. "Come," said Colonel Grayson. "We should not stay hidden here like two secret plotters. You are the most important man at the party tonight, Sir Harold. People will start looking for you." They left the conservatory, and a deep sigh, almost like a sob, was heard in the sweet-smelling air. From behind a group of tall tropical plants, a young and very beautiful woman stepped forward. She had a face so lovely that it could make a famous artist cry with joy. She was of medium height, with a graceful figure, and her movements were elegant. Her face was oval, her lips were red and full, and her dark eyes shone brightly. Her hair was as black as a raven's wing. A red rosebud was placed in her thick, shining hair. Around her white neck was a necklace of red rubies, and she wore a dress of golden silk. "He would never marry Margaret Nugent, even if I were the only choice left to him," she whispered, clenching her white hands tightly. "And after all these years of love and waiting, this is what I get? Oh, Harold, how can you be so cruel? You were my dream, my perfect man, more important to me than anything in the world. And now, oh God, I cannot bear it." She sank into the seat that the two men had just left. She covered her face with her hands as her chest rose and fell with deep, painful emotions. The happy music of the waltz made her suffering feel even worse. The laughter of the joyful people in the bright ballroom only reminded her of her own sadness. "He has fallen in love with Lady Elaine Seabright, and I thought he belonged to me," she continued, speaking softly to herself. "I never liked my proud and cold-hearted friend, and now I hate her more than anything. She will not take the man I love away from me. If she does, I swear I will make her life as full of pain as mine is now." Her dark eyes burned with anger, her tiny hands curled into fists, and her body trembled with rage. In that short moment, Margaret Nugent changed from a proud and quick-tempered girl into a determined and vengeful woman. Just then, someone touched the piano keys and started singing a song. The words of the song stayed in Margaret's heart forever. "Alone in crowds, I walk and see that all the joy is gone for me. The voices dear, the loving eyes, that shone on me in days gone by. This must be the fate of all who love, but learn too late. The few bright things they thought would stay, forever near them fade away. Though fairer faces smile around, their warmth for others now is found. They cannot bring that special light that made one heart feel love so bright. Where is the sunny brow? The voice I knew, where is it now? I ask and ask, but no reply. Only silence answers why. Oh, what is magic's power worth? If spells can't bring lost love to earth, no joy can be as sweet and true as those past days with eyes so blue. No, such dreams are vain as calling back again those eyes themselves from out the grave, or all the love they once gave." Margaret Nugent clutched her heart and gasped, "I will not lose him. I will never give up my perfect hero. The singer's voice rose again. Alone in crowds, I walk and see that all the joy is gone for me. I will go mad, Margaret whispered. Can I slip outside into the moonlight without anyone noticing? The cool air will help calm my aching head. She looked back into the ballroom and saw Sir Harold Annesley talking to Lady Elaine Seabright. Lady Elaine's soft, delicate face was turned up to him as she laughed. Margaret Nugent shivered. She turned quickly and left the conservatory, almost stumbling as she reached the vine-covered porch outside. She grabbed the wall to steady herself. But even here, she was not alone. A man, who had been lying back on a low seat, suddenly sat up and spoke in a worried voice. Dear Miss Margaret, are you feeling weak? I just came outside myself to escape the heat. Can I bring you a glass of water? No. Thank you, Viscount, said Margaret. I am already feeling better, much better. The heat is too much. Would you rather be alone, Miss Margaret? Viscount Rivington asked. Or would you like to walk with me in the moonlight for a few minutes? It is beautiful outside, and no one will notice that we are gone. His voice had a hint of sadness. Margaret looked at him closely. I understand, she said softly. But inside, she felt a little pleased. I understand. Lady Elaine is as unpredictable as always. She always wants something new to win. He laughed, but his laughter was bitter. Sir Harold is the most important man at the party tonight. Everyone admires him, he said. But I will not let him take away the woman I love, Miss Nugent. He suddenly turned to her. You love your cousin, you love Sir Harold. How could I not see your secret when my own heart is filled with jealousy? I hate the fate that brought him here tonight. Lady Elaine had promised to think about marrying me. Her father, the Earl, was happy to see me as her future husband. But now I have lost everything. He looked angrily toward the bright ballroom windows. Inside, two people had stopped near the window to look at the beautiful moonlight. The strong lights behind them made their every move clear to see. Look, Viscount Rivington whispered. There they are, Miss Nugent, the woman I love and the man you desire. Will we just stand here and watch while everything we care about is taken from us? No, Margaret said, and their eyes met. They understood each other.